This is episode 32 of What's Cooking with Fanny Boo. I'm the boy Chef C with two E's and a place to be. And next to me we have
Chef Fanny.
And we are back though. And we are, first off, this is the holiday episode, so we want to say happy holidays, right? We want to pop it off by saying happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, and Merry Christmas to all of the happy Diwali, right? To each and every one, whatever you celebrate, right? Just make sure you enjoy some time with the family, right? Enjoy some good eats, and hopefully, relax, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so how you doing though? You know what I mean?
Doing great. Just about as great as can be though. I love the holiday season. How you doing?
Oh man, I can't complain though. First off, I want to cheers to you. You looking good,
oh,
right? I know last time we popped on was the Thanksgiving episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Thanksgiving and the Fanny Day.
Right, the B-Day, right? How's the B-Day turn out? It was cool.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was
I was making sure to following up, for the people though.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic though. It was pretty amazing.
Nice. Love that. Always love to hear that. Got to make sure we're taking care of our chef, right? So, got a pretty festive holiday. Got a pretty festive episode for you guys today, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to, pretty much stick to the script, right? The everyday rundown, right? So, just kind of kicking it right off, right? First off, we want to say our thank yous, right? And our shout outs to everybody who's liked, commented, shared, contributed in any way on the social media content. Right. We also want to give a special shout out to those of us or those that have kept us busy, right, throughout the season, throughout the holiday season, right. We want to give extend a special thank you to those who decided to choose Fanny Boo as your food service provider, or whether meal prep, catering, private chef service, right? Whether you ordered the cookbook, you bought the seasoning, whatever you've done to support the Fanny Boo movement, right, and keep the motion in motion. Yeah. We appreciate you though, from the bottom of our hearts, and we definitely wish you and yours a happy holiday for sure.
Right. Yes, definitely.
So outside of that, I just wanted to kind of pop it off with it was a fast year. You feel me? So I want to pop it off with like a reflection of the year. You know what I mean? I want to kind of tell you some of your takeaways, or some of the goods, the bads, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs.
Right.
And let me hear it. Let us hear it though.
I mean, when it comes to the Fanny Boo, right? Like, there's so many similarities, like from year to year. But every year brings something new and something different. And I feel like this year, having moved, relocated just a little closer to the Metroplex, right? We've definitely seen a difference. We've been able to reach new clientele, and that's been exciting. It's been fun. I'd like to give a big shout out to the venue at Crescent Moon in Blue Ridge. Beautiful venue. They just added us to our to their preferred vendors list. So definitely thank you for that. Also, huge shout out to the Hills of Luella, who have had us on their preferred vendors list for a couple years now. So we definitely appreciate that. Weddings are one of my favorite things for us to do. So that's been fun. This year has been fantastic. We published 2 cookbooks, like that's salute to that, though. And working on a couple more for you guys. So like just being able to be in that creative space and be able to find a way to extend ourselves into your homes without having to physically be there. I mean, we've had the seasonings for a few years now, right? And those have been rolling and rocking and rolling though, and you guys have had a lot of those in your kitchens already. But just having the cookbooks, especially with the holiday season, right? The potlucks and all that, the soul food cookbook has been incredible for a lot of you, right?
Absolutely.
I would say, my main takeaway from this year is just, just an attitude of gratitude, though.
Oh, I love that. I love that. You smoked that, though. Get that off, though. What you say? An attitude of gratitude?
Yeah,
though?
it's an attitude of gratitude, though. And,
Ooh, that's so forward. I'll write that down, though. You know what I mean?
But, just with all things, just going into it with a different perspective, a different view, a different approach, just being grateful for the opportunity as opposed to having any type of negativity taint any situation before you approach it. And it's everything's been so exciting. Like attitude of gratitude for the kids, for the adults, for the business owners, the moms, the wives, the husbands, all that, the dads, all of y'all, just attitude of gratitude, though.
No, I love that. I love that you said that, right? I love that that's your mindset, mentality, right? Drop in the comments what you're thankful for, in 2024, right? What you look forward to in 2025, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep the momentum going, right? If you had a bad year, you can improve it next year. If you had a good year, you could keep building on that.
Right.
So it's hard to, you can always turn a new leaf at any time, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you got that attitude of gratitude, though, work with Chef Fanny on that, though. Salute to that. I don't want to get too preachy on that, man. I think you really hit the nail on the head with that, right? That was beautiful. So just moving right along, I think we jump right into my favorite part of the show, right, which is the burning question.
Yes.
Right, so I can't wait to get that off, though, right, especially for the season it is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So with it being, the season, right, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, right, you get the heavy season for Friendsgiving, Friendsmas, the Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner. You get hella office potlucks, right? So burning question, right? What's the safest thing to bring to the potluck, from Chef Fanny?
Oh, that's ooh. I mean, like, if you could cook, you can't go wrong. That's a tough question to ask me, right? I would say probably the safest bet for any person from novice to expert in the kitchen is probably a pasta dish.
Ooh,
I think that's going to be your safest bet, right? So, like, if you're heavy, like in the Caribbean cooking, you could do like a rasta pasta or like a jerk something, right? If you're heavy with the Italian, right, you can never go wrong with an Alfredo, right?
True.
What I love about pasta is it has so much versatility, or the opportunity for versatility, right? And that's I've mentioned it in a lot of episodes, but it's one of my favorite things. You can always do like a southwestern taco pasta, right? If you want to switch it up, a hamburger pasta. I've seen all kinds of things, and we've made all kinds of things. You can make a jambalaya pasta too.
Are you talking about hamburger pasta? You talking about hamburger helper?
No.
You talking about
like a literal
like a hamburger helper? That's ice cold.
No. I mean, hey, if that's your level, then you can't go wrong with that either. But even down to the simplest, like a mac and cheese, right? We've got a great one in the cookbook, by the way. 2 ways to make it in the cookbook. With a few renditions, right? You can always spice that up, make it Cajun, add some lobster, Cajun shrimp, whatever, right? So it's you just really can't go wrong at something. It's filling. Everyone is pretty much going to see it and kind of go for it, and it's kind of hard to fuck it up, though.
Absolutely.
I'm just being honest.
Absolutely, and I agree with the first thing you said. Right, you said it really just depends on your degree of skill, right? Your level of skill, right? So it depends on your degree of comfortability in the kitchen, right? So. For me, right, I always think about it like, man, if you're all the way at the bottom end, right, you don't have no skill, the safest route for you is just to go pick something up from the store. If I'm keeping it,
or order something. Order something from your local caterer or something.
Have some DoorDash pull up to wherever you're at, though, right? So if that's your level of skill, 0, right, 0, 1 and 3, go ahead and have some ordered or go buy something, right? Purchase something, though. If you're somewhere in the middle, right, where you're like 3 to 6, right, that's kind of your comfortability, right? It's You need to stick with something very, very simple. Stick in your will box, right? You need to do a deviled egg, right? You need to do...
And the deviled egg is tough for some people.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't, though, right? It's a very simple recipe to follow, right? You need to do something that's a very simple recipe to follow.
Right. The least margin for error as
absolutely,
possible.
Absolutely. Very few ingredients, right?
Yeah, minimal cooking, actual cooking involved.
So and then if you feel like you're in the level 7 and above, right? As far as comfortability, you can go all out though. It just depends on what you feel like doing,
right?
And how much time you have.
Yeah,
right?
and what you consider your specialty.
That's another factor, right? Is how much time you have as right? How comfortable you feel in the kitchen and how much time you have will really separate what you should and could be able to take, right?
Yeah.
But I recommend, keeping it simple, right? Stick in your wheelhouse, and know yourself, right?
Yeah.
If you're weak in the kitchen, don't embarrass yourself. Don't poison the office or your friends, right? Don't, because they'll talk about you. You'll never get another invite.
Yeah, and as much as
that'll be the last invite. You feel me? Hey, stay with me now.
Yeah,
stay with me.
And no, for real. And as much as I encourage everyone to try new things all the time, right, and be open minded. The potluck is not the time to try something new. Though. Like,
it's not the time. The freshness is not the time.
Like, for other people, it is not the time to try something. If you have your great Grammy's, cornbread that's been in it, and you're the designated person to make that at the family get-togethers, bring that, right? Make that and bring that, right? But now is not the time to try such and such is new, viral, whatever thing that you just saw online.
Wings that you see. And also, right, contrary to what she said, right, also if you've been the person that's been making it for a long time and you're now washed up, you got to know when to give it up, right?
Pass
you got to pass it on. And
pass the torch.
And pick something else, right? Because at the end of the day, man, this is like, in my opinion, right, your reputation stands on how you show up to the potluck.
That's true. And I think this year I've seen many more than any other year of the potluck, clowning the potluck videos, like just everything everybody brings. Because even with the bring something from somewhere that's pre-made, don't be the stereotype either.
Facts.
And then another thing is like it doesn't have to be food, right? It could be a dessert. If you're terrible cooking real food, you cannot cook, but you could bake your ass off. Hey, bring some cookies, some brownies, some pound cake, whatever, 100%. Right? But if you're not a baker, don't do that either.
Don't come in the hard bottom cookies. You will get clowned. Don't come in those dry
the dry
brownies.
Cake,
dry brownies, you'll get clowned.
Cake
trash, you get clowned. Right. Pretty much anything under unsatisfactory, you'll get clowned though. So you stay safe, right? Keep it safe. What's the worst thing you had at a potluck or a friend's miss? Or is there something that like sticks out, like somebody bought something that was trash, bad, like damn, who bought this?
You know what? It's been a while, but I'd have to say, and it's messed up because they didn't even cook it, but the worst thing that I had was I went to a Super Bowl party and they chose to go to Wingstop to get their wings, and everybody there liked their wings like fried hard, right? Man, those things were dry, burnt, crispy though. Like it's just like it was the same texture as the bone.
Not a Wingstop. Don't get me started on Wingstop.
And it's not even to say that it's a Wingstop thing, but they requested it cooked fried hard, right? So
They should have had the fanny blue joints.
Fall off the bone tender though. But what about you? What's the worst thing? What's the worst thing?
And then I'm not going
or the best thing if you can't think of a worst thing.
Well, I got a couple of bad. Well, the best thing is probably something that was safe. You know what I mean? Like I know there was one year I had swung by the Ralph's though. Okay. And I had to cop some little deviled eggs on the way.
Okay, I didn't even know they had those pre-made.
Right around the holidays, and they already in the tray. It looked great.
Okay.
Presentation is good. You pop right in. Or I used to bring the dessert, right? Stop and grab a little apple pie, a little something. Keep it a little little 3-roll of the cookies, right? The cookies with three different flavors, right? But the worst thing I think I had, right? I think there was, working in the corporate world, it was more of a potluck, right? There was one year I had tried like some there was like Mediterranean grape leaves or something.
Oh.
They were like rolled grape leaves or something like that, right? So I was like, oh, try it, man. It's I thought it was like a spring roll.
Yeah,
like
they look yeah.
Yeah, excuse me, but it caught me off guard, right?
Yeah.
It just wasn't what I thought it was, right? But it wasn't necessarily the worst thing I had. It was probably something where I was risky on, trying something, and I was just caught off guard, though. But shout out to those who were making the grape leaves, right?
It's an acquired taste, though.
Absolutely.
I had the same experience, but at a restaurant, though, with the grape leaves.
So you paid for yours then?
The office did.
Oh, shit.
but it just wasn't my speed. It just wasn't my speed, right? And I do love Mediterranean, Persian food, right? But
so let's land this burning question.
Yeah.
So what you saying? So we're saying it depends. The safest thing. So it depends on your level of skill.
And the time available.
How much time you have.
Right.
Where you're going, where you're taking it.
That's a whole other factor.
The target audience, right? The market audience.
Be mindful of your consumer, though.
Absolutely, and I think that those are the main contributing factors. So keep it safe, stay in your wheelhouse, know yourself, know your skill. And then if you need help, drop in the comments. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
You feel me? And always grab a cookbook.
Right.
Because if you are anywhere on that range from 0 to 10 in comfortability, you will excel with something out of this cookbook.
Right.
You can always go to fannyboo.com. The O is FANNYB00. The O's are zeros, right? .com. You can get it on Amazon as well. Though.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So shout out
and eBay.
And eBay, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can just plug Fanny Boo into your Google search bar,
right,
and then you can find us wherever we're at.
Right.
So we appreciate it though. So
moving
it right along, right? Keep the train moving. We jumping right into what's greasy in the streets, right? So
what's
I love
greasy
this.
In the streets?
With Chef Fanny. So break it down, Chef Fanny. What's greasy in the streets? It's been a lot popping.
Man,
it's been popping. So
it has
hot grease.
Whew. Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm gonna start off with our basic recalls, right? I'd love to pop that off for you guys just so you can be safe out here, right? Everyone's grocery shopping. I was at the store today. It was packed, right? But it's just, So while you're out there, be mindful of these things. You see certain things are a little out of stock or higher in price. This is why, the recalls, right?
Fanny
Fanny boo on that, because man, I can't even get to describe the feeling that when you know exactly what you need, you go and it's not there, or it's quadruple the price that you're used to, though. But so first things first, for all the bakers, for all the cooks, eggs at Costco have been recalled for salmonella. We recently also had announced, Fanny Boo, that one. We recently had announced there was an FDA recall on eggs of other brands, for both salmonella and bird flu. So try to stay away from the eggs, go organic, free range, whatever. They cost more, but those haven't been recalled. So go with that.
Just go to Costco.
Yeah. right. Because I think those frozen strawberries at Costco are still recalled right now too. So while we're on that, a surprising one to me was Frito-Lay. All of their Lay's potato chips have been recalled due to an undeclared milk.
Milk in the Frito-Lay?
And it just said potato chips, undeclared milk, potato chips. I don't know how or what, but it could be something as simple as something that contains milk or requires milk is made in the same manufacturing center, right? And so there's just like the possibility of contamination. And that's supposed to be listed, all the allergens or possible, contact with that. Some people are a lot more sensitive to others, to the allergens than others. So yeah, just if there's that that's the case.
Definitely stalled him out.
Yeah. So, and then another one is funny. You just talked about the grape leaves, right? But F&S Fresh Foods just recalled their Mediterranean-inspired food tray for salmonella. So look out for that. And then, and along the same lines of, I guess, cuisine types, right? Both Sprouts and Fresh Creative Foods have recalled their beef and lamb gyro sandwich express meal kits.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Salmonella again.
I was feeling like a gyro though not long ago.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because it popped up and I was like, is it gyro? Is it gyro? Is it? What do y'all call it? How do y'all pronounce it though?
Drop in the comments how you say it though. You know, on the side though, they used to say gyro though.
Yeah, I never heard gyro till I met you.
It'll be gyro. Some people say gyro,
gyro. Yeah. So, and while you're at it, steer clear of the Sprouts and the Fresh Creative Food meal kits for the beef and lamb gyro sandwich express meal kits. So, salmonella, you don't want it. On the same page, the salmonella, whole cucumbers. Not every brand, but there are a couple brands out there. They have been pulled from the shelves, right? If you have any that you bought, just toss them. Go out and get you something fresh. Okay?
Cucumbers halfway been on recall since the summer.
A couple summers though. Back and forth between the spring mix and the cucumbers.
We had to stop putting that in the water, right?
Yeah.
Using the water.
Switch from the cucumber to the lime though. And then another one is enoki mushrooms are being recalled. A couple of different brands. Listeria outbreak. So not quite salmonella. Very similar side effects and symptoms, but enoki mushrooms, listeria. Just go ahead and just steer clear for now. You don't want to mess with that, especially on something like a mushroom, which is a fungus, right? So we get deeper into that, but we got a lot of shit to get through. So,
but it's funny, it's like they almost had swapped out listeria for salmonella. Right?
Yeah, because we were heavy listeria and now it's heavy salmonella.
Message, watch yourself. Don't want to get too deep, right?
Hey, for real.
Don't want to get shadow banned, right? We just trying to make it an honest living, right?
Just inform the people.
Right, we just trying to give you all the update, but man, to keep alert, right? They switched from listeria to salmonella.
Right. So another one, not necessarily a disease or bacterial outbreak. However, Made Good brand granola bars and Connie's frozen pizzas are being pulled from the shelves because they've had potential metal contaminants. So if you got those, Made Good is the brand on the granola bars. They didn't specify which kind, so just any of them I would be wary of. And then Connie's is the brand on the frozen pizzas, specifically the cheese frozen pizzas. Metal contaminants. It doesn't say if it's big pieces, small pieces, traces, whatever. You don't want that in your system. Get rid of it. Most places you get rid of it, you get a refund, right? So there's that. And actually, I just remembered, Sam's Club actually just recently recalled. They had, right before Thanksgiving, they had whole smoked turkeys that were frozen, and they recalled those. So if you have one, if you got one, and you didn't eat it or cook it or whatever, take it back, get a full refund, throw it away and get a full refund. But they said that they were possibly under processed and therefore could have some bacterial growth on them. So the whole smoked turkeys from Sam's Club, the Members Mark brand, those got recalled. So be on the lookout for that. You should have received an email. If you didn't, you're hearing it here. And then here's another one that it's not food, but kind of goes hand in hand as a supplement. But Vita Slim, who has like weight management supplements, they actually had a significant amount of their products have a toxic yellow oleander. So those are being recalled, and the recall is categorized under food and beverage, not under drugs. So it is a supplement. They are derived from natural foods, superfoods, like super greens, stuff like that.
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah. So those come from foods, right? The mushrooms, the kale, all that. Gotcha. Those have toxic yellow oleander. So just toss it. Go get you a refund, whatever. But now that we are off of the recalls, we can move on to
what else was greasy?
Yeah, well, it was really greasy. It was really greasy. We got some crazy occurrences that have happened. We've had a couple of the trickling effects of the outbreaks that we've had as of late, and then we also just have some crazy stuff that I've seen, and I'm like, yo, I gotta share this with y'all. So, so first of all, we know this year has been like the year of the oxtail, right? I don't think it's year of the ox, but it's been year of the oxtail.
For real.
I got that one. But I mean, I grew up eating oxtails, but you know, it's a new craze. So much of a new craze that Costco actually has a red wine braised beef oxtail. Now prepackaged, pre-cooked. It's ready to eat. All you have to do is warm it up and eat it.
Drop in the comments if you had them Costco oxtails, like the prepackaged oxtails. Though, let us know what they're hitting for. I'm curious
as to why they chose to do a red wine braised oxtail, because there's so many different ways to make oxtails. You can
probably
do
for the preservation purposes.
That's a good point. Yeah,
longest, and it'll hold the most flavor once it's frozen and then reheat it.
Yeah,
it'll make somebody feel like they made some shit that was fire.
It probably smells fire too, though. Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
We know
but you know, like the Caribbean oxtail is fire too, though, and it's got, you know, a lot of the base of those marinades have things that are preservative, though, right?
It really don't even matter where you did it, where you go to get your oxtail, right?
As long as they fall off the bone, it's all good.
And it ain't too much fat, right?
Yeah,
so it is what it is. Though. What else is
all right, so it's crazy. This is disgusting. I saw this video. There was a Wendy's in it was in London, so we're good in the US, but they had mice crawling in the food.
Nasty.
And then they had like mice crawling in the bags of the bread, of the buns. They had like droppings all throughout the entire kitchen. There were a couple employees who said that they were like, hey, these buns have like some chunks missing, like the mice were eating them, and the managers were like, yeah, just switch it out with another one, or like, oh, just fry it or whatever, like just either cover it up or just toss it and move on. Like, hey, I don't want to hear it. Just come to me with solutions, not problems. So
Be careful when you're eating that, right? Especially in these fast food places, though. You know if you're in a heavily populated area with rodent that has a rodent problem. Yeah. Chances are they're at the restaurants, though, and you know that's where that's likely where they go to. So be careful, right? Keep your eye on the swivel, right? Make sure you inspect your food before you take a bite.
Right.
Pray on it. And then, at the end of the day, you should be making food at home anyway, but I digress. If you must, make sure you take the necessary precautions the precautionary measures, right? To make sure you do what you got to do.
Yeah. And
what else is greasy in the streets?
While we're on the topic of
it's
fast food.
Serious. Though.
I don't even make it serious.
It's the Christmas episode.
I know, but we're gonna get out of this quick though. But we did let you guys know about the E. coli outbreak last episode, I believe, in the organic carrots and in the onions and in the ground beef.
Right.
Onions and ground beef that are at fast food chains, and California actually had an infant die from the E. coli outbreak as of late. So
that was off at McDonald's, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah. So sending our love and our prayers and positive energy with that family. But just be careful out there. Like, just be careful. There's outbreaks. I just saw a video. There was a guy spraying insect poison on the produce at Walmart. They arrested him. But it's like,
it was looking nasty.
But by the time somebody comes and they do that and they just so happen to catch them, it's like, how many times has that happened before? So even the stuff
he was an idiot because he took the video.
Yeah, he took the video and posted it. Yeah, he told on himself.
If he wouldn't have did that, ain't no telling.
So there's no telling how many people did it and haven't, told anybody.
So on the festivals, that was
on the bananas and stuff. So I mean, granted, like, you don't eat the peel of the banana, but you know there were like pears and stuff
there
like that.
Tomatoes,
so, yeah, tomatoes.
Right?
Yeah,
like he had sprayed a couple things.
Wash your produce.
Yeah.
Wash your produce when you get it home. I mean,
and if you see somebody doing that, take them out. Though you got the green light, right? I'm giving you the green light. Chef C giving you the green light to take somebody out, right? Be vigilant.
Yeah.
Right. Protect the community. We gotta protect ourselves as a community, though. Right. You gotta be vigilant because if Listeria, salmonella, right, all these serious pathogen type what is it, like bacteria,
foodborne illnesses,
foodborne illnesses, right? Because I didn't want to call it a disease.
No, they're
right?
foodborne illnesses, though.
Foodborne illnesses, right? Like if you know you go somewhere and your shit feel your shit feel funny in the stomach, right? Or you're down bad for a few days and you know that, call it out, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout it out, though, because you don't want somebody else to have to go through that. 1 and 2, you know what I mean? You want to pay it forward, though. You know, at the end of the day, you hope somebody giving you the heads up to say, hey, no, I went over there, they shit's bad.
Yeah.
They should have my stomach in a twirl. You know what I mean? Over there.
Yeah, like it may feel funny, awkward, embarrassing, whatever, but save a life, though.
So, yeah.
You know?
Respect on that, though. You feel me? What's up? What else we got?
So with that, I pass on to you guys, please, to make sure you have good food practices, right? Mm-hmm. Because right now we have an influx of California food vendors who are relocating to Arizona, and with that relocation, they're bringing some really bad practices, and it's getting people sick, like to the point where the news is reporting it, and they're seeing like there's trash cans right next to the tanks for the gas, right next to the meat with just a trash bag on it, right next to the juices. The meat is sitting out all day.
They was storing the meat in the storage unit or something with the trash bags or something.
Like, it was they had like a U-Haul truck with like the agua frescas with like the pastor meat, right? That wasn't even hot at the time. It was just there. And that's another thing. Like there's a scientific breakdown as to how long food could be in a certain temperature or where it can be or what it can come into contact with. And anyone who's out there who has their food handler's license and certificate, right? Managerial, safe serve, right? We know these things and we know these practices, and you know what you're supposed to be doing, right? And just a lot of these things, like check the grades when you go places, because sometimes it's more than just, oh, it was a little dirty. Oh, they had a loose bulb or something. Like there's a lot of things that can contribute, and just, you just want to be careful, because you can't control what other people do, but you can control what you do and the standards that you uphold and your boundaries, right? So, there was a long time, like, hey, if you didn't have that royal blue A in your window, I'm not going in. I'm not going in. I see that green B, I'm out of there.
Some niggas was more lenient. Some niggas was seeing up.
The C is red. Red is danger. I know, I'm good.
I don't know the color codes. I know they all had the blue. I thought they was all blue.
The A is blue, the B is green, the C is red. Either way, if it's not an A, I
just know if they still open and they blue.
Hey, but they might just be paying somebody. Hey, you never know.
They could be paying somebody for the A. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
There was a big scam back in LA back in the day.
Yeah.
Where they was saying that people was paying to play, though. You feel me? And that's that's how it goes. That's how it go.
Be careful. Look for the signs.
That's the main thing.
Do your research. Like, it doesn't take anything to look up. Like, hey, what temperature should meat be out for, and how long? What a big one is eggs, right? So when you're getting breakfast at spots, like, be mindful of how long it's been sitting out, both raw and cooked. Like,
or if I'm gonna keep it a football field, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna be authentic, right? Like we know, man, I don't even want to say it, but fuck it though. So here we are, right? So a lot of this shit, like, they coming from California, right? They going to Arizona, right? You know where they coming from with these bad practices. You know where they coming from with these bad practices. You know who. There was an influx of like vendors in California who weren't practicing the policies, and then now they're going to Arizona. So, it's not necessarily like if you go there, you'll know who it is when you see it, right? And it's not all of them, right? It's not this isn't an attack on any one person per se, on any one vendor or another, right? They're all vendors, right? But you got to make sure you look your vendor up and down and think, right? Look, be logical. Like, does this person look like somebody who has the hygiene or the cleanliness that I would, that has the standard of something that I would prefer? And if not, man, you got to rotate though.
Yeah.
Don't try to
like
be
I said, the standards and the boundaries.
Yeah,
so, like,
you want to look at something.
I mean,
this looks dusty.
Stay
with me.
Yeah, no, I got you.
This looks like a mom and pop. This looks like this looks like it's grungy. This looks like it has character. Okay. You're right. When that shit get to bubbling and grubbling in your stomach, then you gonna see the character. When you threw up everything you had in your body though, and you can't move though, then you wondering like, damn, what was it? You know, it was a nasty ass bacon wrap hot dog. You know, it was a nasty ass street taco. You ain't no telling what it was. The pork belly off the streets, the carnitas off the street. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You're right.
Who was motherfuckers talking to though? Who they playing with though?
No, and I hear you, and I'm with you, right? And I agree. And it's tough because it's like you want to go with legit vendors, right? So you want to look for legitimacy when you're booking or when you're ordering or when you're shopping or whatever. And that goes to more than just food, right? Like if it's legit, then there's a higher likelihood that they're following the rules, right? Because you can't get the license without the health permit. You can't get the health permit passed without following the rules, right? So you know, like certain things like that. But at the same time, just as easy as it is for someone to just like pop a camper on their truck and open it up and call it a shop though, there are top acclaimed places that are also putting out stuff. There are people
I seen somebody that was I was looking at a post earlier where somebody was cooking out of their kitchen, but there was Uber Eats. It was Uber Eats though. So Buddy would go to the store literally. He would buy pre-made stuff. Pre-made lasagna, pre-made Texas toast, and literally all he would do is he would follow directions. He would pop it in the oven. He would heat it up. He said he was selling them. He would make $300 a day selling. He said he sell 10 plates, 35. They get a big square of lasagna, 2 pieces of bread. And he said he was doing Uber Eats. He just does it at night for a couple hours though. Yeah. And he would just make enough for certain. So I'm like, man, like
that's a crazy hustle, but it's.
I can't knock it.
Yeah, like I can't knock it. Yeah.
Seen the brother.
We talked.
Brother, though,
I can't knock it. And some of the frozen pre-made stuff is better than some of these restaurants are here while we're on that.
A lot of it is what the restaurants is using though. A lot of the restaurants got their stuff in the frozen section, so it's no shame in the game. You get it how you get it, but make sure you're being safe.
Yeah, just be safe. But
move this along. Though. What's up? Would you rather though? Come
on.
Okay.
I got a couple more. Hey. No, I got a couple more. No, but while we're talking about vendors and all that, right? LA Times had an event.
More serious shit. The oyster.
Yeah. So the LA Times had an event celebrating the 101 top restaurants in Los Angeles. Okay. In Hollywood, right? And they had the oysters, they had the raw oysters there for their guests, and they had 80 plus people got sick. It was Norovirus, right? Norovirus outbreak. Norovirus is essentially what we commonly know as like the stomach flu or like food poisoning, stomach bug, whatever. But yeah, so that's LA Times hosted this event at a top restaurant, at a top hotel in Hollywood, right?
Did you get the name?
I did, but I'm not gonna throw them under the bus because it wasn't on them. It was on the product. So
it's on them. Who was it?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Here, I can pull it up though.
Okay, pull it up though. Why you pull that up though?
But while I'm pulling up, amid that,
pull it up.
No, amid that, it's crazy. It's crazy that Costco actually just released this 50 count box of oysters for $50. So that's $1 a shuck though. And that's a fire deal, but that's crazy for that to pop out.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the little shit.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, I got you.
What you said in the restaurant, you said you knew.
Yeah.
Then I asked you which one it is. You said you weren't going to throw him under the bus.
I'll pull him up.
You said you didn't know, though. Like, which one
I read it. I read it, but it happened a couple weeks ago. Yeah. It happened a couple weeks ago, and so I don't remember exactly where it was.
Like, you ain't do your research, though.
No,
You was talking about a minute. Like, hey, relax, though. Come with the facts. Fact check.
It was at...
Fact check. Don't worry.
At the Palladium. At the Hollywood Palladium.
Oh, the Palladium. Shout out to the Palladium, though. Niggas been there a couple times.
Yeah, it was at the Palladium, though.
Well, okay, cool. Well, shit, that's what's greasy in the streets. With Chef Bandito. We're going to short it up for you next time.
Yeah.
You know, ultimately, we gotta make it fun because that shit too serious.
I got you.
Like, a lot of that information is like, oh, okay, cool. So it gets a little redundant. I mean, we don't have to talk about it right now. But you get what I'm saying.
I got you.
It's just the nature of it.
I got you.
So moving right along to something a little bit more fun tonight, we got Chef Fanny's favorite part of the show, our world famous game of Would You Rather. Just popping it off, then.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions? I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go first.
I got you. Okay, so first question, right? Holiday season. As you can see, I'm festive. Happy holidays again. No salute to everybody in the mood. Got the decorations up. You see the decorations in the back. Little presents, though, you feel me? So, hey, blessed and thankful.
Absolutely. Attitude of gratitude, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with that being said, right, would you rather, right, listen to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas or Chris Brown's This Christmas?
You made it.
This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night.
He want me to sing with him for y'all so bad.
Will be a very special Christmas for me. Hey,
I give you a little
shake a hand. So what's up? What you singing? So I'm switching the question, right? Would you rather sing? Would you rather sing?
Sing or listen?
Yeah. Would you rather sing?
Listen.
No. Would you rather sing?
Oh, would I rather sing?
All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey, the famous track, the #1 Southern track all time. Yeah. It goes to the top of the charts all time, every time, same time, every year. Or Chris Brown's This Christmas. Go.
That was easy for me, breezy though.
Okay.
That's just easy. Like
you don't have to go too deep into that one, because it's a preference. Like they're just so opposite, right? You either like one or the other.
Yeah, I mean, It's just, I've heard the Mariah way too many times in my lifetime.
Right on.
So I'm just breezy. Just has a more. It's just a better sound to me.
Got you.
I just, Mariah Carey has amazing vocals. So please don't come for me. Don't cancel me off that. But I prefer Chris Brown. That's my favorite. That's actually one of my favorite.
Okay, then I got another one for you. Then I got Boyz II Men, Let It Snow versus The Temptations, Silent Night. Woo! Talk to me if you're a real buff. If you're a real buff, because you gotta be careful because the Temptations, right, when they did that Silent Night, they had the different voices though.
Yeah. And that's cool. While I appreciate that, I'm gonna have to go Boyz II Men.
That Let Us Know is fire.
It's just, I feel like there's just more of a vocal. For as much as they did hit crazy notes on the Temptations, but that Let Us Know is like way more like vocal range. So.
I respect that. Though. Now you're a vocal coach.
Not by any means.
You got any questions? What's up?
All right. Well, since we are holidays, right? We're holidays. We have Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all that, Diwali, right?
Yeah.
But the probably the two most popular mainstream celebrated ones, right, are going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas. That being said, and us being a cooking based, entity,
right.
Do you prefer Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner?
That's easy, Christmas dinner.
Okay.
That's easy though, and it's the reason why is Thanksgiving dinner usually has components that you have to stick to. Christmas dinner is wide open, right?
Yeah.
You can go to any house in America and they'll have different items laid down for the Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you for Thanksgiving, there's going to be at least one thing similar across the board, though.
Yeah.
So it's easy though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna land that plane. That plane landed faster than it took off.
Yeah.
Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, what's your favorite? What's the best or your favorite Christmas dinner that you've had? Christmas dinner
I've
menu.
had some good ones though. I've had some really good ones though. I know we usually do a traditional stuffed salmon.
Yeah.
For Christmas, right? There's been some lobsters. There's been some really good Christmas dinners. There's been a lot more. I've had the Cornish hen, right? I've had but there's more. The fact that I'm naming different things, right? For Thanksgiving, I've had turkey, right? Back in the day when I used to eat it, I may have had ham, right? I may have had little Cornish hen, right? And then it's like now everybody's trying to figure out 1,000 different ways to cook a turkey, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a scientific experiment on how to cook a turkey. You're gonna deep fry it. You're gonna put it with the
smoke it, right?
Yeah, you smoke it. You're gonna put it in the oven. You're gonna put it on the grill. You're going to put the cheesecloth on there.
You got the brine.
Yeah, you're going to put it in the bag.
They got the injectables now.
You're going to inject the shit in there. You're going to put the butter sticks inside.
Yeah.
You're going to stuff it. What you going to do, right? It's a lot.
Spatchcock, though.
Man. Moving right along. You got me Christmas, right? That's it. That's it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I agree on that one. I agree. So, I think that's about it.
Is that it, though? Unless you got a little Christmas carol for us. Give us a little sample, a little Christmas carol. Though. We turn the little music, we turn the little. I'll fix the little nut, fix the EQ. Though, fix the board for us. Though, let's get a little. Let it snow.
You know what? Just
snow.
Real quick, semi-plug, but no cap though.
Come on, what you got? What you got for us, though? You talking?
I do not.
You talk to my vocals.
My vocals are not quite prepared.
You talked over my vocals. Let me hear something.
I rap. I don't sing. So
you talked over my vocals. Let me hear something.
Oh my goodness! I know you sang over my talking.
Rap us something there.
I'm not on the Christmas project. So
rap us something there. Give us a little Christmas bar, though. Give us a little Christmas bar. Send us on our way.
I cannot believe you're trying to put me on the spot like this.
What you mean? This
is diabolical, though.
Oh, now it's diabolical. You got put on the spot. You say you rap, you don't sing. Let us hear little bars then. You feel
but
me?
my rap's not Christmas bars. So.
You got something? Let me hear something. Feel me? But if you ain't got it, it's cool. Though.
I know.
Maybe next year.
I was just.
Ladies and gentlemen, maybe next year.
All right.
Maybe 2025.
Yeah.
Don't apologize for 2025 before you get there. But all right, we don't want to be.
No, but I was just gonna say.
Oh, you gonna spit some bars?
I wasn't spit on bars.
No.
What I was gonna actually say is.
You wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, what I was gonna say is. some of my favorite Christmas songs are actually the Christmas project that you put up.
Oh, man, you don't have to say that. Though. Go get that on all platties, though. C2Es, though. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, though. It's on all platforms. Dropped that last year, right? It's a 5-song smash, though. Yeah. All holiday songs, though. You get a couple different sounds. It go by C2Es, though. The letter C, the number 2, the letter E, apostrophe S, though. You feel me?
Let them know.
On all platforms. We got a little sample on the computer, though. Put a little sample up there, though. Let them hear that, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
That's funny. I would have went with
Merry Christmas.
The all I want.
I mean that all I want for Christmas is a freak or two. Hey, but I mean that's it. That I don't know who won a freak or two. You know, I know a lot of fellas do, females too.
Right, facts.
Not discriminatory, right? But I just, everybody trying to be, more discreet. But we don't have to.
Here we got one right here, though.
Give us a little sample, a little something, though. Give us a little volume up. Turn that up, though. Hey. 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 Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Hey.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Hey.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hey. Got a lot of gifts on that. It's gonna be another Merry Christmas. And you bitches, hey, who you bitches, get there. Boy just took a sip. Oh shit, I'm listening. His red nose was listening. Had a dance off a dancer. Had a prance off a prancer.
Hey.
And common banter, Mrs. Claus called, but he ain't answer. Was a little fonder beyond yonder as I ponder and dasher did the dash for it. Don't ask for it, don't ask for it, don't ask for it. Banging all backboard. What's that flash for? Riding the catboards, banging all backboards, banging all headboards. Hey, snakes, cause they shed more. Alright, that's enough though. Live concert though.
Yeah. You're welcome.
C2Es on all platties though. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah. Hey, look up that All I Want for Christmas though. That shit is fire.
It's a fire little. Put that in though.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing else for you guys though. We just want to wish you guys a happy holiday. Want to break you guys off with some little facts though. Let you guys see us in our holiday cheer. Dripped out, right? Draped up, dripped out. You know what I'm talking about. But we ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer though. This was What's Cooking with Fanny Boo, episode 32. I'm the boy Chef C, in the place to be with 2 E's. Don't forget the apostrophe. And to my left we have
Chef Annie.
And we are out. Peace.
Love. Positivity.
Turn that up a little bit though. Give me more of that on the way out. Hey. Merry Christmas on them though. Merry Christmas though. You feel me?
I gotta hit him with that freak or two right after though.
Hey.